Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Bench here, Strike7Sports.com. Today, I just want to talk about what occurred today and later in the evening, and that's concerning the Texans firing head coach David Culley. Culley was only there for one season with the Houston Texans. He was hired after the Texans decided to move on from Bill O'Brien, who was with the team, who was the head coach of the team for so many years. Them to a couple of playoff berths. Won the AFC South a few times with Deshaun Watson, and they decided to go a different direction. They fired Bill O'Brien. They hired David Culley. Now, according to the reports, the reason why Culley was hired in the first place was in an attempt to appease Deshaun Watson in an efforts to, I would say, sway him to stay in Houston. Um, but that didn't work out. Culley had a meeting with Watson in the off season and all that other stuff, and it still didn't work out. Watson was adamant about leaving, and he never played for the Texans this season. And he has a legal situation off the field that's going on right now. I'm not gonna get into and talk about or speak on right now. But this is strictly about David Culley. Now, to me, I thought that was a bad move. It was a bad decision to fire him after only 1 year with the Houston Texans. In my opinion, from based on what I've seen with the Texans this year, they don't look that far off as a football team, a team that's on the rise in the AFC South. Played really hard for him. They look like they have a strong culture there that's been established by Culley. Like they got the quarterback situation straightened out with figured out with Davis Mills, the guy that's selected out of Stanford in the second round of the draft. He looks like he's gonna have a bright future there. I mean, he did something right. Team played hard. He got a couple signature wins on the seasons. Messed things up for the LA Chargers. They had a good win against the Tennessee Titans earlier in the year. A few other wins on the record that was pretty good. Beat down Jacksonville. Fought hard against the Tennessee Titans in the last game of the season. So I mean, he was doing things right. What was the point of firing him after this one season? Also, I've heard things like there was a meeting with Kelly and Nick Castanero, whatever his name. I think the GM over in the Texans wanted to go in a different direction with his offensive personnel with Houston, and Cully didn't want to, so they decided to part ways from based on the reports I've read. But it's still, I mean, why are we going a different direction with his personnel, his coaches, when the team looked like it was on a rise with the personnel he had right now? You got the quarterback situations figured out. All you got to do from this point forward, is to find a suitor for Deshaun Watson and get a haul for him, and continue to build that roster up with talent. You're not paying nobody. You're not really paying nobody on the team. You get more picks. You're not paying the quarterback. So why fire him? And another baffling story that I've read about as well is that even though he signed for a 5 year deal, only 2 years of it was guaranteed. Now, why that went down like that, only David Culley knows. It's unfortunate. Based on what I've read is that the Texans owe Culley over $17 million over the next 2 years. So he's going away with something. Pretty much. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to coach again. But I think he's going to get on somewhere where somebody's position coach or a coordinator somewhere, an assistant, and he'll get on somewhere. What he doesn't really have to if he wants. He doesn't want to. But it's still messed up, and he's a lame duck coach. And I kind of felt like this was going to be the route the Texans take with it when he hired this guy. Looking at his age, 66 years old, a minority head coach, a black head coach, and black coaches are given the short end of the stick. We got to jump through hoops to be a head coach. We have to do so much things better than a white candidate. So much things we have to do better. We have to overachieve. Well, not overachieve, but to go above and beyond on our resumes. Interviews, all that. We gotta. A lot of people, critics, don't want to give certain black coordinators credit, especially if it's an offensive guy. They'll say, well, he's just a product of that head coach. He's not really calling the plays. He's just a figurehead. Saying things like that. But this is messed up. I just think it's the wrong move by the Texans. At least give him next year. Give him. If he doesn't show any progress by next year, then you make a move. Make a move like that, right there. That was your goal. Because pretty much what Culley was a high paid interim head coach to me. You I don't know, man. It's just if I would say this too, I want to say this too. If maybe if Culley was white, you probably wouldn't take this job, given that it's chaotic. But black coaches don't have a lot of options. One stop is pretty much a one shot, one kill with these head coaching opportunities. And he was 66 years old, never really gotten a shot in the past, and I think this was his opportunity, to make the most of it. So I can't really fault him for that. But it's hard for black coaches to turn down jobs because they never know when they can get another opportunity to become a head coach. What I'm saying? It's hard. So it is what it is, man. I hope Culley gets on his feet, and lands on his feet with another team and another opportunity. But according to what I read in this article right here from the Houston Chronicle, Texans beat writer John McClain, is that the Texans are going to go and hire somebody that's worked in New England, and that's because Caserio came from the Patriots, and I've been hearing that a lot, throughout the season, that they're going to look for a New England guy, a guy that came from that culture to become the new head coach. They may look at. I heard Jared Mayo is a top candidate. So if you don't know, you ever heard of Jared Mayo? He was a linebacker with the New England Patriots. Now I think he's became a coordinator. So he may become the new Texans head coach, but I don't know, man. It's just weird right here that we're probably never gonna get a clear answer on why the Texans decided to hire David Culley. We probably won't, and if we do, it's gonna be some type of political answer. That could defer away from the question. But it is what it is, man. David Culley fired after only one season. Texas went 4-13 during his tenure as the head coach. Had a 2-2 finish to finish out the season. Unfortunate, man. It's just really unfortunate. But anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. But the David Culley firing, do you think it was justifiable? I should have been given another year. Also in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com for latest content on the NFL, the NBA, and much more. Have a blessed night. Peace.